Have you ever wondered what sets high-value men apart from the rest? One of the key differences is how they handle rejection. They don't let it bring them down or define their worth. Instead, they use it as fuel to keep going. High-value men know that rejection is just part of the process, and they embrace it as a natural consequence of taking risks and putting themselves out there. So what exactly makes these men so resilient to rejection? Let's dive deeper into their mindset and discover some practical tips we can all learn from them. By understanding how high-value men perceive and handle rejection, we can start to develop our own strategies for bouncing back from setbacks and achieving our goals. It's time to level up and become the best version of ourselves. Number 1, they have a clear sense of self-worth. Have you ever been rejected for a job you really wanted, or had your heart broken by someone you thought was the one? It's tough, but high-value men don't let it get to them because they know their worth. They understand that their value isn't determined by other people's opinions or actions. When you have a clear sense of who you are and what you bring to the table, rejection doesn't sting as much. You know your strengths and weaknesses, and you're comfortable with them. You accept both the good and bad parts of yourself, and you're not afraid to show them to the world. That confidence is what makes you attractive to others. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin. And when you're confident in who you are, rejection doesn't shake your foundation. Sure, it may cause a moment's hesitation, but it doesn't break you. You quickly pick yourself up and move on. After all, your self-worth isn't dependent on other people's approval. So if you want to be more like a high-value man, take some time to reflect on your own sense of self-worth. What are your strengths and weaknesses? What do you bring to the table? And most importantly, what makes you, you? Once you have a clear understanding of who you are, you'll be better equipped to handle rejection when it comes your way. Remember, your value isn't defined by others, but by you. Number 2, they are goal-oriented. Ever met someone who just seems to breeze through life effortlessly achieving everything they set their mind to? These individuals are often high-value men who possess a rare quality, goal orientation. But what exactly does this mean? Goal orientation is a personality trait that drives individuals to constantly improve and achieve their objectives. They have a clear vision of where they want to be in life, and they work tirelessly to make it happen. For example, let's say you're applying for jobs, and you face rejection after rejection. It can be disheartening and make you question your abilities. But a goal-oriented person will see this as a temporary setback and focus on the bigger picture. They'll keep trying until they land that dream job because they have a clear vision of where they want to be in their career. This trait isn't just about being ambitious. It's also about being resilient and adaptable. A goal-oriented person won't be deterred by obstacles. They'll adjust their approach and try a new path until they reach their desired destination. They also tend to have a strong sense of self-discipline and the ability to stay focused despite distractions. They understand that achieving their goals requires sacrifice and hard work, but they're willing to put in the effort to make their dreams a reality. Now, you might be thinking that goal orientation is something you're born with, but the truth is, anyone can cultivate this trait with practice. Start by setting clear and achievable goals for yourself. Break down larger goals into smaller steps and celebrate your progress along the way. Develop a plan to achieve your goals and be flexible enough to adjust it when needed. Most importantly, cultivate a positive mindset and believe in your ability to achieve your objectives. Remember, while rejection can be discouraging, it shouldn't define your worth. With a goal-oriented mindset, you can turn every setback into a stepping stone toward success. Number 3, they don't dwell on the past. Imagine you're at a job interview and suddenly your phone vibrates. You check it and see a message from your date last night telling you they don't want to see you again. Your heart sinks and you feel defeated. But then you remember something your mentor told you about how high-value men handle rejection. and you take a deep breath. You realize that dwelling on the past won't change anything. So you shake off the disappointment and refocus on the interview. After all, you've got this. That's right. High-value men don't let setbacks keep them down for long. They have a forward-thinking mindset that helps them bounce back quickly from rejection and move forward towards their goals. Here's how you can cultivate this mindset. First, acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to feel disappointed or upset when you experience rejection. Allow yourself time to process those emotions, but don't let them consume you. Then shift your focus to solutions. Ask yourself what you can do to improve your situation. This might involve changing your approach, learning from the experience, or simply moving on to the next opportunity. Finally, focus on the present moment. Ground yourself in the here and now. Take deep breaths, meditate, or engage in activities that help you stay focused on the present. By practicing these techniques, you'll be better equipped to handle rejection when it comes your way. Remember, high-value men don't let rejection define them. They learn from it and move forward with their heads held high. Number 4, they see rejection as a stepping stone to success. Rejection is a bitter pill to swallow, but high-value men don't let it keep them down. They see it as a stepping stone to success. Think about it. When you apply for a job, go on a date, or pitch a business idea, you're putting yourself out there, taking a risk and exposing yourself to potential rejection. But instead of letting it discourage them, high-value men use it as fuel to keep going. They understand that rejection is just part of the process, and it doesn't define their worth. For instance, imagine you're starting a new business, and you face rejection after rejection from potential investors. Instead of giving up, a high-value man would see this as an opportunity to learn and grow. He would analyze the reasons for the rejection and use that feedback to improve his pitch and attract more investors. He understands that success is rarely achieved in a straight line, and that setbacks are simply a part of the journey. One way to cultivate this mindset is to reframe the way you think about rejection. Instead of seeing it as a personal attack, view it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Ask yourself how you can use the experience to improve and move forward. Another way is to surround yourself with positive influences. Spend time with people who believe in you and your abilities, and who will support you through the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. By adopting this mindset, you'll be able to bounce back from rejection quickly and keep moving towards your goals. Remember, rejection doesn't define you. It's just a stepping stone on the path to success. Number 5, they are not afraid to take risks. Let's face it, rejection stings. But high-value men aren't afraid to put themselves out there and take risks, even if it means facing rejection. They understand that sometimes you gotta shoot your shot and hope for the best. For example, let's say you're in love with someone and you're afraid of rejection. But instead of letting that fear hold you back, you decide to confess your feelings and ask them out on a date. You're taking a risk, but you're also opening yourself up to the possibility of a wonderful relationship. And who knows, maybe they feel the same way about you. Similarly, if you're an entrepreneur, you might be afraid of failing at your new business venture. But instead of letting that fear paralyze you, you decide to take a leap of faith and pursue your dreams. You understand that failure is a possibility, but you're also willing to accept the risk in pursuit of your goals. As a matter of fact, studies have shown that successful entrepreneurs are often willing to take more risks than the average person. They understand that risk-taking is an essential part of innovation and growth. They're also comfortable with uncertainty and are able to adapt quickly when things don't go as planned. So if you want to be more like a high-value man when it comes to risk-taking, start by challenging your fear of rejection. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? And is the potential reward worth the risk? Next, take small risks in your everyday life. Try something new, reach out to someone you admire, or take a class to learn a new skill. By gradually exposing yourself to risk, you'll become more comfortable with it and better equipped to handle rejection when it comes your way. Remember, high-value men don't let fear hold them back. They take risks, learn from their mistakes, and keep moving forward. Number 6, they understand that not everyone will understand them. Being a high-value man means that you're not afraid to be yourself, even if it means that not everyone will understand you. You have a unique perspective and way of doing things that sets you apart from the crowd. While this can be intimidating at times, it's also what makes you so valuable. You're not afraid to speak your mind and share your thoughts, even if they're controversial or unconventional. You know that not everyone will agree with you, but you're okay with that. In fact, you thrive on it. You're not looking for validation from others. You're too busy working on yourself and pursuing your goals. You're not afraid to make bold moves and take risks. You trust your instincts and believe in your ability to succeed. You're confident in your own strength and resilience, and you know that you can handle whatever comes your way. Now, let's talk about how you can become more like a high-value man when it comes to dealing with rejection. First, embrace your uniqueness. Recognize that you have a lot to offer the world, and that not everyone will understand or appreciate you. That's okay. You don't need everyone to understand you. You just need a few people who do. Second, don't be afraid to speak up. Share your thoughts and ideas, even if they're different from the norm. You never know who you might inspire or what opportunities might come your way as a result. Finally, trust your instincts. You know yourself better than anyone else. If you have a gut feeling that something isn't right, then listen to your intuition. Don't be afraid to walk away from situations that don't feel right, or to take risks that align with your goals and values. Remember, high-value men are not afraid to be themselves, even if it means facing rejection. They know that true success comes from staying true to who you are and pursuing your goals with passion and determination. And with that said, we've reached the end of today's video. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new about how high-value men handle rejection. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family if you found it helpful. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.